Hey everyone. So the other day I was talking about a topic of not complaining, and I've been diving into this a lot, and it seems to be coming up a lot because I'm looking out for it. So I was reading a little story in a book, and it was talking about a father mentioning to his son about there's never anything to be upset about. And it sounds crazy. Typically when you say that, people fight back, love being upset and being angry. But if you read more into it, he's talking about situations and things that come up in life, is where if you look at a situation and how it's affecting you, that's under your control. It's like a locus of control. So whatever happens out there or a situation that comes up, it's not telling you, hey, you have to be upset over this, you have to feel this way, you have to complain. That's you, and that's your emotions. And that's something that like I'm addicted to finding, like golden nuggets and things that happen, and trying to change my perspective. And I thought it was really interesting and wanted to talk about it more. So I think about like in a business meeting or in health or fitness, when something happens, is try to switch your perspective and think about it differently, and what can you get out of this situation to make yourself better. That's really cool. That's what I like. So if a business meeting happens and doesn't go to plan, or someone gives you feedback and you're like, damn, I failed at this, how can I improve or use that as fuel? And that's something I really want to learn more about. That's what I wanted to talk about and see who else out there has had, say bad situations happen to them and they turned it around and used it as fuel, or they found like a golden nugget in that and used it. So a lot of times in like business, I love hearing these like really cool stories of like, hey, I realized this product sucks, or, this happened to me and I came up with this awesome business idea. And that's really cool. It's really, it gets me going. So then I think about like in fitness too, when I failed at something that I wanted to do, or get, submitted in the gym, or lose like a competition, what have I done with that? Well, instead of being like pissed off and complaining about it for 3 months, I get back to the gym. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm weak at. I'm really glad. I thought I was good at this and I wasn't. So how can I use that for fuel or motivation, and to be happy that someone gave me that feedback, rather than going around for 10 years thinking I could do this and I can't. And that drives me to the next point is, about complaining about situations. I was talking with a friend and they were saying how, hey, this one person complains all the time and it really drags the energy down and they almost dread hanging out with them. I thought that was really cool because I feel the same when I hang out with certain people. I hate complaining about things. Like, it just drags energy down. We don't get anything accomplished. We're not trying to find solutions. So I want to make sure I'm cognizant of that, is I'm not complaining and I'm like an energy giver. I don't drag it down. And I never want to be that person that people hang out with and they're like, man, that person, that guy just complains all the time. He doesn't come up with solutions. And so I just wanted to put that out there in case, you're thinking about it, you're like, damn, I complain to this person all the time. They might dread hanging out with you and probably hang out with you less. That kind of sucks. So I wanted to put that out there. And I just think, we should always be trying to fix our perspectives. I'll leave with this closing note. So some people complain about like how the world is, or who's doing this, or we should tear this down, or should cancel that. But in reality, we should be thinking about like what we can do to change a situation or make things better. It's pretty nuts, like what one person can do, or even like 5 minutes can do. So I always think about like, I pick up a little trash. Well, it takes me 1 minute to pick up a little trash. Well, I just made the earth better, made it cleaner, and then somebody might see that and they do it themselves, or they tell their kids to do that, and it just multiplies. And you don't realize like how good that is, rather than yelling and complaining and putting on Facebook like this sucks, that sucks. Try to build things up instead of tearing them down. I think that's really cool. So just want to close up that thought, is don't always complain about things. Find the golden nugget, try to improve things and focus on the solution. I think that's really cool. So if you have any ideas, or like how you deal with complaints, or you find solutions, or you have some really cool stories, reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.